And we are live. Hello, everybody.
Hi.
Good morning, good afternoon. It's good morning in Australia and New Zealand, but it's midday now in New Zealand. Good morning from whichever part of the world you're in. Good evening, good night to those who are going to bed. It's an amazing day to come back on your screens to graze your screens and tell you more about amazing digital business. Today we have an amazing guest. Oh my goodness, you want to hear her story? She is a lady who's been working as a registered nurse for quite a number of years, but now, oh my goodness, she got the freedom that she needed, the freedom that she yearned for. How? Through this amazing digital business opportunity. You want to hear her story, you want to get inspired. So please grab a cup of tea, grab a cup of water, whatever makes you comfortable. Please watch this live session to the end. And you have a friend out there, a sister, a professional who's just complaining, they're tired of their job, they're tired of the hustle, they're tired and they desire a second income stream, they desire plan B. Please send this live session to them because we want to encourage you. We want to show you there's a better way out there because it's working for us. It can work for you too. So I'll start by introducing myself. My name is Joyce. I'm born in Kenya, but I'm currently based in New Zealand. I'm a nurse by profession. I work full time, by the way, as a registered nurse, and I'm a mom of four under 10. So my life is busy working full time. I have four amazing kids, and I still run this digital business as my side hustle. So, guys, if you're looking for plan B, if you're looking for side hustle, guys, it can work for you too. So, I have my co host who's Maggie. She'll introduce herself, and our guest will be last. Maggie, take the floor.
Thank you, Joyce. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you're watching us from. We always like saying that because we know you're talking to people all over the world. So, as Joyce said, my name is Maggie. I'm also from Kenya. Kenya is my home, but I'm living in New Zealand, Hamilton, New Zealand. I'm a wife. I'm a mom of one little boy who's keeping me on my toes at the moment. I work part time in the funding space, but I'm also a trained lawyer. And like Joyce said, we all have very busy lives. All of us have very busy lives, but we chose something different. We don't want to get stuck in the same lives, always wishing new year, new me, new year, new me. But we're continuing where we started last year, and we're taking control of our own lives and building something on the side that we can eventually pass on to our families. This is a legacy we're building something of our own and not relying on one employer to dictate when I'll take holidays, begging for time off when you're sick, but just building life around you that you can really control for yourself. And yeah, listen in and hear how Leanne is doing in this business, how we're all doing in this business. And there is room for you too. There is definitely room for you. You don't have to keep living life the way you're living life. And to you, Leanne.
Oh my gosh, that's so good. Hi everybody. I'm from Sydney, Australia, and I've always been living in New South Wales in Australia. I was actually born in Malaysia, but that's
Oh,
another story. Um, but my digital business experience started almost 7 years ago. I can't believe it's
wow.
been that long.
Wow.
But my background is in pediatric nursing, and I no longer do that now. I'm a full time foster mum of a little girl who is coming up to, oh my gosh, she's going to be 15 this year. So we've been doing that for 10, 11 years. And she literally turned our world upside down. So before she came into our world, I was just a mum, a grandma. I was doing a bit of ministry. We were leading a team of musicians at a church. I was in Parramatta Lions Club. I did a role as a president there for a couple of years and loved that. Crazy, it was amazing. And then our world literally was turned upside down when our foster daughter came to live with us. Um, Having a nursing background, my husband's an emergency nurse as well. So we
Mm.
thought we knew what we were getting ourselves into. Um, as nurses, but boy, were we wrong. And our life just changed incredibly. So a lot of things had to go the wayside, and I became a full-time foster parent for her. And she actually led me to this amazing digital business because I was thinking, what about her future? and how can I set things in place that she's going to be looked after and she'll have an income stream. So so that's a little bit about my story, but I'm sure I can tell you some more as we get going.
Okay, well, thank you for that introduction. Thank you for telling us a little bit about yourself. And that gives me my first question to you. Like, Leanne, at that moment where you've been a nurse for so many years, your husband has been a nurse, and then you have your daughter who needed your attention. Did you get to a moment where was this business on your mind, or did it just happen that you came across this digital business? How did it come to your life?
Yeah, good question. So I found this business online, but it really was, for me, I was a really busy mom. Like, I was really, really busy. And at the time, I had older children as well, some that were just married. I was starting to become a grandmother as well. So I had that part of my life. I had my foster daughter who is fully dependent on me for all cares. My husband's still working shift works as well, and he still does work shift work. So whatever I chose for my daughter needed to be able to fit within our life, because I know what it's like to have to go back to full-time nursing, be like ships in the night, like, okay, come home, high five, he goes off to work. And if my children were sick, I couldn't just stay home. I was accountable to my team. So I had to leave my children in the care of other people and go to work and look after other people's sick children. So, I didn't want that. I didn't want that for this part of our life. So what I chose had to fit within what we were doing, not our family fit into work, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. So I had that in the back of my mind as I was looking around, and an ad came through on Facebook, and I saw a lady. She was at the park with the kids, and she was talking about how the founders had started a business program because they saw the need that people wanted to do digital business, but they didn't have the business tools, or they didn't know how to get started online. So they created a system where everything's provided for you and support, so that you've got that mentorship, so that as you start your business, you've always got someone there to support you. But what really grabbed me was the fact that nurses were doing it. Still, like yourself, Joyce, going full-time nursing and be able to run a business in those pockets of time that they had and still be really successful at it. So I thought, oh, let's check this out closer. And, 7 years later, here I am still doing my thing.
Wow. That's amazing. And I love the fact that you were ready to check it out. You did not just allow it to pass through, because what happens to most people, they have the need, they've been praying, they've been asking God for an opportunity, but they're not taking the initiative to find out more, to find out if this opportunity could work for them. And I'm grateful to you that you decided to give your family this opportunity, because honestly, every family deserves this opportunity. This business is what every family needs. And I give glory to God that you gave your family this amazing gift. Now, Maggie, second floor.
Your story is so inspiring, because we met how many months ago? November?
In New Zealand?
Yeah, in New Zealand. And that was like, I think we just connected so well. And this is what this business brings you. Like, it brings you like-minded people who are not really chasing is the wrong word, attracting the life that we want, because we're building the life that we want. We're not chasing people here and there. I'm sure when you started, or when you thought about this digital business and you were looking into it, maybe people around you thought, man, you must be crazy. You're taking on, a foster child, and you're choosing to leave your nursing career to go into something that's untested waters, like people might think. So how did you fight that skepticism? Like, people were like, oh, there's something wrong with you to go look to leave something stable to go look for something else that, how did you fight that? How did you overcome the
Oh, that is
namesake, for
so
lack of a
good.
better word? Yeah.
Yeah, there's so many aspects to that story actually. When my foster daughter came into our home, a lot of people said, "What are you doing?" But I prayed about it, and I said, I really need to pray about it because it's a big deal to bring a highly disabled child into your home, into your family. And I really felt that God told me to trust Him back then. And so, if you really feel that connection, that God tells you to trust Him, then you trust Him, right? And you go ahead with it. Well, it's the same thing with the business. Like I had prayed about it. I'd asked for help. I'd asked for direction, and this came into place. And there was a good feeling about it. There was a really good feeling about it. And so having that as a starting point is like my anchor into what I know I'm where I'm meant to be. Like I know, and even though it's been for me, it's been a longer journey than a lot of people that I see. Visually, you're not going to see everybody's journey because life, we have life. But what I've seen people come into the business, they start, and 6 months later they're retiring their husband from his job, and like I've seen outstanding results over the time. But it's very easy to try to compare yourself, but you can't do that because your life is so different. All life circumstances are so different. But for me, like the whole aspect of what will people say, and I did have that little thought because here I am, president of the Lions Club in Parramatta. I'm a nurse. What will I'm a leader in the community. What would be the perceived opinion of other people? And I think at the time it was like, well, you know what? They're not going to pay my bills, are they?
Yeah,
So
very true.
it was getting that perspective, and life's about taking risks. If we don't take risks, we don't move forward, we don't grow. You've got to put yourself into a position where you're learning and you're vulnerable to learn so that you can learn new skills. So I guess I had that mindset already before I came into the business. And then, oh my goodness, with all the training and the people that you get to hang around with, the mindset, it's like, what opinions do you allow to direct your life? Are you going to allow somebody who hasn't got an extra income, who's just so fixed in their growth, like they're just fixed in their mindset, to dictate you on the results that you want to get if they don't have the results? Or do I want to listen to somebody that has results of the life that I want to design for myself and my family, and maybe learn some new skills and go for the results? So I guess I'm results focused. Like, point me in the direction of the results and teach me your ways, and let's see how this party happens. But that's pretty much what keeps me on track, I guess, because everybody's got an opinion.
Yeah.
No matter what you do in life, somebody's going to have an opinion about it. But do we let them steer us? That's where it comes back to, I think.
Yeah, no, I love that. I love that. You've really pinpointed. They're not gonna pay your bills. They don't know your struggles. They don't know, what you put on your table. So why would you give them power to dictate what you can do? Because I think Joyce and I relate on this, because Kenyans or Africans in general think everything online is a scam. We're here to take your money, and
Just fair enough.
having
There
that.
is a lot of stuff out there, right?
There is, but it's
Yes.
the due diligence, like you said. If you're seeing someone with results and they're there willing to hold your hand and walk you through it, because we always say we can't put ourselves out here every day with our families, with our children, and we are scamming you, especially being in a foreign world where I know they can come to my door anytime
Yeah.
if I'm scamming you. So it's just having that perspective. I think you really pinpointed it. You look at the results and you shut everything out, because We all have our journeys that we're working on. And I'm glad you've said that, because you've been, in the business 7 years. I've been in the
7 years.
business just under a year, and Joyce just over 2 years. We're all in different seasons, and it's just realizing the season you're in and not letting comparing is the thief of the future, because you're thinking, oh, I want to get there, and it stalls you from working where you are, comparing my chapter 1 to your chapter 7, So thank you for that. That's really, and I hope someone really took that in and said, I'm going to turn everything off, and because I know what I need, I'm going to go and listen. I'm going to go to Joyce, I'm going to go to Leanne, I'm going to go to Maggie and listen, to just get that information. You have nothing to lose, and if it's not for you, it's not for you, because not every business is for everyone. If we can't all be doctors, we can't all be business owners. So just finding your path and sticking to it. Thank you for that perspective.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Anything else, Joyce?
Okay. Now, Leanne, you are a jack of many trades. You are a woman who is so busy. You are a leader. You are a mother. You are a wife. You have so much going on in your life, and your business, you're running it so successfully. Now, I want you to talk to all the professionals, all the mothers, all the parents out there who are looking for something that, that can help them reduce their work hours, something that can give them some bit of flexibility, something that can, because we all started this business together, freedom, the freedom to live life on our own terms. Yet here is a business that needs commitment, a business that one needs to be dedicated so that you can get the results. By the way, viewers, this is not a get rich quick scheme. It's a business that you need to be committed to. Now, Leanne, kindly talk to our viewers and maybe shed some light on how you achieve that work-life balance. How do you get the time to run your business and still be present for your family? Please, maybe elaborate for viewers.
Look, I know there's a beautiful saying that says, if you want a job done, give it to a busy person, because they know how to delegate, they know how to set their time, they know how to, block out time to get what they needed to get done, right? And they know how to leverage their time as well. So what I would like to say is that, yes, you may be busy as a busy professional, and I know what that burden's like, but there are always moments in your day where you can replace or pull time from. And that might be like limiting your time watching Netflix. Maybe you're in the middle of, that might be a bit of an ouchy one for people, but coming home at the end of the day and having a decision of, I just need to relax, I need to get my energy back. What if you could take a little bit of that time and invest it into your future, so that you've got more time eventually to take time back from your job, because you've put that time into a digital business? And it's a mindset that you've got to work on, and understanding what you do. So if you have a really strong why and a strong reason to change the design of your life at the moment, then this tool that you have right in front of you is perfect for that. Because I've seen this so many times over the last 7 years, where people have come in and they've had multiple jobs. I know one guy, Franco, he had 4 jobs, and he was a Filipino young man. He moved to Canada to support his family back home. He had 4 jobs, and so his life wasn't his own. But what he did, he found the time, whether it was on lunch breaks, whether it was on, before as he woke up, or at the night before he went to bed. There were moments in his time that he could just take that time and invest it into the system, into setting his business up, responding to people, the activity of the business. I like to call it the income producing activities of the business. He was able to do that, and then eventually replace his job. So then he had more time to decide what he wanted to do with it. And honestly, I think if we get into that mindset of the time I invest, it's one of the most valuable commodities that we have is time. The time we invest now in our business is going to be time that you claim to go on that holiday with your family and take a little bit more time. course you can.
Yeah.
You know, but you've got to put the work in now. Like, you need to start now to get it started. And honestly, it's about mindset. And do you want to, what helped me when I first started was, do I want my today just to be the same in 5 years' time?
Mhm.
Is this what I really call living?
Mhm.
And that's what I would say to myself. Am I really living my best life right now?
Mhm.
And is this what I want for my future? If it's
Mhm.
not, then you need to do something different today to get the
Yeah.
result that you want for your future. So what are you going to do? And how do you know that this is not the opportunity knocking on your door right now
Yeah.
that says, you know, this could be the step that you need. You just take one step is all you need, and then just keep on going. Yeah.
Sure. Wow. Thank you
I
so
hope
much.
it helps.
Yeah, yeah, that's good. So busy parents out there, busy professionals out there, you just have to create you some time. You had from Leanne, we all have 24 hours in a day. I don't want to say being busy is an excuse, but don't use that as an excuse. Or rather, don't block your blessings. Don't block this opportunity that can change your life thinking you're too busy. Out of your busy schedule, trust you me, you can create just even if it's half an hour on your lunch breaks before you go to bed, even if it's half an hour, 1 hour in the morning, even if you work 2 or 3 jobs, commit just half an hour every day, then go to 1 hour, and you'll see you'll find that time, and you're
Can
working
I
on
ask
us.
you something? Can I ask you something?
Yes,
Can have you noticed the joy that you have now that you know that you are working towards your design that you're after? Because
absolutely.
you know, right? It's
Yeah.
like you're taking the step off the rat trap. The rat, what is that? The rat race.
Rat race.
Mhm,
Yeah.
That keeps you
mhm,
going. That keeps you
Mhm.
job.
Mhm.
When you step into creating your own business, it's like you've got
mhm.
this knowing, this joy, inner joy, which makes the time that it's okay. I'm here for a season. So you get
Yeah,
this, I'm going on a holiday feel vibe, but and
Mhm.
it gives you more joy for your day. And that's something that
absolutely.
I didn't touch on, but sorry, keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. And actually, whatever you're saying, we were talking with Maggie, was it last night on the,
Yesterday. Yeah. We
yeah,
were talking about it yesterday.
we were, yes, just exactly what you said. And we were asking each other with Maggie, how could our lives be if we didn't have this business? Like we have something that we're looking forward to a better future. We are working on something that will make our future worthwhile, a future that's fulfilling, a future that's the future that we desired. Imagine,
Yes.
I was asking Maggie, just imagine Maggie today. You usually wake up with a purpose, you have your day planned. This is what I want to commit to my business. Like this business becomes part of you. It gives you renewed energy. It
Mhm.
makes you just desire a future that's, unknown, but a future that is bright.
Yeah.
So I'm just thinking about all those people doing 2 to 3 jobs, and you're always tired, you're always fatigued, you're not even looking forward to that future because you're like, God, this future of just being fatigued, just working 2 to 3 jobs, it's not something that you desire. But
Mhm.
having something that you're building that will reduce your 2 to 3 jobs, something that you're building that will give you more time with your family, something that will give you extra cash, something that will help you to now start living that life, going on vacations, helping your families back in your countries. Like, guys, why haven't you started? Anyway, I'll give Maggie the opportunity to wrap this live session for us because I can talk so much. I'm so passionate about this business.
It's,
I still
it's
wonder
a
what people
joy.
are doing.
It's a
Yeah,
joy.
it's
No,
this
I know. I think
opportunity.
we're all there because we're like, man, come and feel how we're feeling. Like
Yeah,
Joy said, I wake up happy. Yes, I'm still working for someone, but I'm building something of mine that no one can take away from me.
yeah,
I can pass it on to my kids and my future kids, my husband. Like I'm creating a life that I want to see in the future. And
Yes.
when we come to your screens and talk to you, only you can take that action. Only
Yeah.
you know how far pressed you are, working those 2 to 3 jobs, waking up and thinking, I can't live this life anymore. But
yeah,
if you don't do anything about it, you're going to wake up and it's December 2026 and you're in the same position. So take that opportunity when, when it's presenting before you. I'm sure you've seen it several times. Don't ignore because your December will be very different. There's that saying they say you can take the horse to the river, but you can't force it to drink. We're
Mm-hmm.
taking you to the river, literally. Like we're showing you come. We're laying out the steps that you can follow. So you just need to plug in. And
Yeah.
like when they're saying half an hour, you can truly do this business in half an hour of your day because
Yeah.
it's plug and play. You watch here, you implement here. You watch here, you implement here. And I was hearing someone, I was listening to a mastermind the other day, and they were talking about micro wins. So when you start with that half an hour, mark it down. Your brain realizes, your brain like picks up the feeling that you get when you're building something of your own. So you'll find yourself creating more time and making yourself better. And we always say it's not just about money.
Yeah.
It's about how your whole outlook on life changes. I
Yeah.
personally never thought I could be a business person. Never. Like that was, I was seeing my friends doing these businesses here and there. I'm like, man, you must be real. There's something special about you. But once you step into this, and with all the training we get with the community, you're not alone. Like we
Yeah.
can call Leanne. We called Leanne yesterday. Hey, let's do a live session. People are there to hold your hand and
Yeah.
support. You're not getting in and trying to figure out on your own. We're
Mm.
not competing. We
Yeah.
each have our lane that we're sticking to because God has given each and every one of us a purpose. And it's solely Leanne's purpose. It's Maggie's purpose. It's Joy's purpose. And you cannot fulfill your life by living my purpose. So it's
Yeah.
just finding who you are, and this business will help you find who you are and work that out and give you the resources to do what you want to do. I was just talking to Leanne, like me, when we met in November, coming into this business. Now I work in the community. And this business opened my eyes to more that I can do in the community, something that I didn't think about because I'll have the resources to live the life that I want that's giving me joy. At the end of the day, my cup is half full. It's not half empty, you know.
Yeah.
So don't sit on the sidelines. If you're seeing us, if you've seen us several times, just take this as your sign and come and notice your life changing. It won't change in 2 minutes because people ask, "Oh, how much money will I make?" It's up to you, you know. Oh,
There's a
show me
limit.
what you're earning, you know. It's up to you and the effort that you put in because
Yeah.
you know what you want for your life. So don't sit on the sidelines. Come. You might be the one that Leanne was talking about. You'll retire your husband or whatever in 6 months. We're not there.
We
We're
can't say that that's going to happen, but
no,
it has happened.
that's gonna happen. But you never know. You never
Yeah.
know if that's where
Yeah.
God has called you to be and you're waiting to step in. So don't sit on the sidelines. Don't wake up every day thinking, "Oh, what do I do?" and you're seeing us on your face. So please, come talk to us. Come and say, "What is this you keep talking about?" And we'll
Yeah.
show you. We'll show you how we are joyful. We wake up joyful. We're still Joyce is working full time. Leanne has a busy life. I have a busy life, but we're joyful because we're living purpose-filled lives. All
Yeah.
thanks to this digital business. Like Joyce,
Awesome.
I can keep. I used to wonder Joyce can talk so much, but I'm here now
You know,
because I've been bitten by the bag because I see how lives are being transformed, and you
Yeah.
can't help but be passionate because I'm seeing my life changing. My December was not how my December was the previous year.
Yeah.
So come on in, and we'll hold your hand. Yeah, I'll not talk again. I'll keep quiet.
Oh, thank you, Maggie. I'm happy. I'm happy when we are joyful and when we can say something positive and encourage other people because that's all about this business, helping other families, helping other people out there. And actually, on that note, I want Leanne to give us a parting shot and talk to all those people looking for plan B, mothers like us who really desire more family time, mothers desiring to be more present and available in the life of their kids,
yeah.
wives who are hardly there for their partners or their spouses, professionals who are doing 2 to 3 jobs. What word do you have for them about this opportunity?
Oh my gosh, the word that I have for you is presence. If you're looking for something that is going to open space for you to literally change the amount of presence that you have in your home, and life goes by so quickly. I was just playing with my grandson even this week and looking at how much he's grown. This business allows you to take back those moments and just to really love on them and to be present with your family. And honestly, all my heart, if I can give that gift to you, you don't want to be getting to the end of your life being a grandmother going, where did that time go? My children are grown now, they've got children of their own, their children are growing. These moments are so precious.
Yeah.
This business can give you that gift, but it takes something. It takes action from you, it takes commitment, and it takes you as a person to grow and to just love on it as much as we are loving it. Like, seriously, it takes something from you, but it is so worth it because you will get so much more back in return. And here are the steps. So listen up, I'm talking to you. So first is connect with Joyce, connect with Margie, reach out to them. There is their links on the page here. Grab a pen right now. If you haven't got a pen, you can stop this, go back, put it on, and then just get the links that they've got on the screen. Put your name down for the information pack. Look at when the webinars are taking place, the introduction. If those times don't work for you, look at the replay. There's a replay on the thank you page that you get when you actually register. Watch the webinar, write down questions as you're going. Have a piece of paper and a pen next to you, write down your hard questions. We love hard questions. Sorry, ladies, but we do. It helps us as well. Yeah. We'll walk you through it. The introduction is set up to really, there's so much information. It just gives you a little glimpse of what's available. And if that resonates with you, then you can take a next step and actually become a member and get more information about it. What sort of income is available? Excuse me, the different strategies of what you can do to set up your business. It connects you with an amazing international community. Thousands of people are doing this online. It's worldwide. It's global. It will connect you with people from all over the world, which has so many more benefits to that, but I won't get into that today. But let's just make it simple. You've got to take that first step. And the first step is, like I said, those links on the page just here with Joyce and with Margie. Go and check out the information. It's there, readily available. It's free. And all it takes is a little bit of your time and your will to do it. So it's life-changing. It really is. And who knows, in 5 years, I would like a little message, like a, hey, Leanne, I'm one of those person that you spoke to through the camera that day. And this is my life now. And I'd love to hear your story. So thanks so much, guys, for having me today.
Thank you so much, Leanne. It's been an honor having you on board. Oh, my goodness. Our viewers, you're so blessed to have Leanne. You're so blessed to hear her story. I hope her story inspires you to, to fight for the life that you desire. That life that you desire. Stop wishing, stop desiring, and take the action and start building that life. Maggie, I'm so honored as well. Thank you so much for being my co-host. Ladies, we'll wrap this live session. Until next time, bye-bye from New Zealand.
Bye, guys.